Here's a question, Leo. When you walk up to an immigration officer and they ask, "What is the purpose of your visit?" What do you say?
Oh, that's easy. I say, I am a tourist. I want to visit New York.
Okay, now I'm going to tell you something that might surprise you. That answer, "I am a tourist," that's the first thing that marks you as a non native speaker. Not because it's grammatically wrong, it's perfectly correct, but native speakers almost never say it that way.
Wait, really? But I am a tourist. That's exactly what I learned in school. My textbook had a whole section on it.
I know, and textbooks mean well, but in real life, that phrase sounds stiff. It sounds like you're reading from a piece of paper. When you're standing in front of an immigration officer, the last thing you want is to sound like you're reciting a script.
So, what do native speakers actually say?
They answer with a full, natural sentence that flows. They say things like, "The purpose of my visit is sightseeing and tourism," or "I'm here for a vacation," or "Just visiting, I'll be here for about 10 days."
Oh, I see. So, the key is to give a complete answer, not just a word.
Exactly. And that's going to be our focus today. The 3 questions every immigration officer asks, and the exact natural answers that native speakers use. By the end of this episode, you will walk through customs without freezing, without panicking, and most importantly, without sounding like a textbook.
That's exactly what I need.
Hey everyone, welcome to Speak Like a Native. I'm Maya.
And I'm Leo. Let's get into it.
So, Leo, before we start practicing, tell me, have you ever had an awkward moment at immigration?
Oh, yeah, big time. Last year I was flying into London and the officer asked me how long I was staying, and I just froze. I said 10 days and then nothing, just silence, and the officer just stared at me. It was so uncomfortable.
And that's the second most common mistake. You answered with just 2 words 10 days. That sounds abrupt. It sounds like you're hiding something, even if you're not.
So, what should I have said?
You should have said, "I'll be staying for 10 days." Or, "I'm here for 10 days." Those 5 extra words make you sound relaxed, prepared, and honest.
So, 3 words versus 6 words, and it makes that big of a difference?
Huge difference. And here's the thing, the immigration officer asks these questions not just to get information, but to see how you communicate. Are you nervous? Are you hiding something? Are you reading a script? They are trained to notice everything. And a natural, flowing answer tells them, "I'm a normal traveler. There's nothing unusual about me."
Okay, so let me get this straight. There are 3 main questions, right?
Yes. 3. Almost every country asks the same 3 questions. The first one, "What is the purpose of your visit?" The second, "How long will you be staying?" And the third, "Where will you be staying?"
Okay, I can handle those. Question 1 about purpose, question 2 about duration, question 3 about accommodation.
Perfect. Now let's go through each one with the natural answers. The purpose question first. Instead of saying, "I am a tourist," you say, "The purpose of my visit is tourism," or "I'm here for a vacation," or "I'm visiting family."
I'm visiting family. That's a good one. What if someone is coming for work?
Then you say, "I'm here on business," or "I'm attending a conference." But here's a tip. If you say, "I'm here for work," some officers might ask for a work visa. So be careful. If it's a short business trip, say, "I'm attending a conference," and have your invitation letter ready.
Got it. And what about the second question? Duration?
How long will you be staying? You say, "I'll be staying for 2 weeks," or "I'm here for 5 days." The key is to say, "I'll be staying," or "I'm here for," not just a number.
So not 2 weeks, but I'll be staying for 2 weeks.
Exactly. Now the third one, "Where will you be staying?" This one surprises a lot of people. They answer, "A hotel." That's too short. You should say, "I'll be staying at the Hilton in downtown," or "I'm staying with my cousin in Brooklyn." The more specific, the better.
Even if it's just a hotel?
Even if it's a hotel, say the name, say the area. It shows you have a real plan. You're not just wandering.
Okay, let me try to put all 3 together. Officer asks, "What is the purpose of your visit?" I say, "The purpose of my visit is tourism." Officer asks, "How long will you be staying?" I say, "I'll be staying for 8 days." Officer asks, "Where will you be staying?" I say, I'll be staying at the Grand Hotel near Times Square.
That's excellent. Perfect. You sound like a confident traveler.
It feels so much better than just saying tourist in 8 days and hotel.
It does, right? And now I want to show you what a full immigration conversation sounds like. I'll be the officer, you be the traveler.
Okay, I'm ready. Yes, of course. Here you are.
Thank you. What is the purpose of your visit?
The purpose of my visit is tourism. I'm here to see New York and visit a friend.
Very nice. How long will you be staying?
I'll be staying for 8 days.
And where will you be staying?
I'll be staying at the Grand Hotel near Times Square.
All right, everything looks good. Enjoy your stay.
Thank you very much.
Excellent. Did you notice something about that whole exchange?
It felt smooth, like a real conversation, not a test.
Exactly. And that's the goal. Now let's compare that with what most learners do. Ready for the mistake version?
Let's hear it.
What is the purpose of your visit, tourist? How long will you be staying? 8 days. Where will you be staying? Hotel.
I hate it. It sounds like a robot interrogation.
Right? And the worst part is the officer might think you don't understand English well. They might ask more questions. They might even pull you aside for secondary inspection.
Wait, really? Just for short answers?
It's not just the short answers. It's the combination. Short answer, nervous face. Maybe you're looking down at your phone. All of these together make the officer think something is off.
So by giving these full, natural sentences, I'm not just sounding more native, I'm actually making the process faster and smoother for myself.
Exactly. You're helping the officer do their job. You're making it easy for them. And when you make their job easy, they let you through fast.
Now here's the part that surprises most people. There's a fourth question that many officers ask, especially if you're a younger traveler or if you're traveling alone. What's that?
They might ask, "What do you do for a living?" Or, "What is your occupation?"
Oh, I've gotten that one before. I said I'm a teacher.
And that's fine. But an even more natural answer is, "I'm a teacher, I teach high school math." Add a little detail. Or, "I work in IT, I'm a software developer."
Just a little extra detail makes it sound natural.
Yes. And here's a tip for people from certain countries. For example, Chinese speakers often say, "My job is teacher." And that's a direct translation from Chinese. In English, we say, "I'm a teacher" or "I work as a teacher."
Oh, right. My job is teacher sounds incomplete.
Exactly. And Spanish speakers sometimes say, "I am a tourist." They translate "soy de turista" directly. So instead of saying "I am a tourist," they say "I am a tourist." That's a very common error.
I've never heard that before, but I can see how it happens.
Arabic speakers sometimes say, "I am for tourism," translating directly from their language. So the key is the same for everyone. Use the full standard English expression. "I am here for tourism." "I am a tourist." "The purpose of my visit is tourism."
So there's really 3 correct ways to say the same thing. I am here for tourism. I am a tourist. The purpose of my visit is tourism.
Perfect. And the safest one for beginners, "The purpose of my visit is," you can finish that sentence with tourism, business, visiting family, studying. It always works.
I want to practice again. But this time, can you mix up the questions? Throw them in a different order?
Absolutely. Let's do it. I'll be the officer. Ready?
Ready.
Good evening. Passport, please.
Here you are.
Thank you. How long will you be staying in the country?
I'll be staying for 10 days.
And what is the purpose of your visit?
The purpose of my visit is tourism and visiting friends.
Where will you be staying?
I'll be staying at a hotel in Manhattan called the Lexington.
And what do you do for work?
I'm a software developer. I work for a tech company in Tokyo.
Everything looks good. Enjoy your trip.
Thank you so much.
Excellent. You handled that perfectly. Notice how I asked the duration question first this time. You didn't freeze.
I actually felt pretty confident because I had the phrase ready. I'll be staying for is like my safety net now.
That's a great way to think about it. A safety net phrase. And that's what we're building today. Great question. Let me give you a technique. When you walk up to the counter, take one deep breath before you speak. Then, for the first question, use the phrase that you're most comfortable with. Usually that's "the purpose of my visit is," because it's the most flexible.
So start with your strongest phrase.
Exactly. And if you forget one of the later questions, just answer honestly. Say, I'm sorry, could you repeat that? That's completely fine. Officers hear that all the time from native speakers, too.
Wait, native speakers ask for repetition?
All the time. Tired travelers, people who didn't hear clearly, people with jet lag, it's normal. Saying, I'm sorry, could you repeat that, is 100 times better than standing there silently or giving the wrong answer.
That's really reassuring.
Now let's talk about one more thing. The tone. Don't speak too fast. Don't speak too slow. Just a normal, comfortable pace. And look at the officer when you speak. Eye contact shows confidence.
Eye contact in immigration, that's a big one for people from cultures where looking down is respectful.
Very true. In many Asian cultures, looking down at an official is a sign of respect. But in Western immigration settings, looking at the officer when you speak is actually seen as more respectful. It shows you're engaged and honest.
So cultural context matters too.
Absolutely. And that's something we love to cover on this show. Language is never just words. It's culture, it's body language, it's tone. All of it matters.
I want to give our listeners one more chance to practice. Let's do a final round where you ask the questions and I give the answers, but this time I'm going to make a few mistakes on purpose and you catch them.
You want me to correct you?
Yes. I think that's helpful for listeners who learn by hearing mistakes.
I love that. Go ahead.
Officer asks, "What is the purpose of your visit?" I say, "I am tourist."
Stop right there. You're missing the article A. It should be, I am a tourist.
Right. I am a tourist. Officer asks, "How long will you be staying?" I say, "I stay for 2 weeks."
Good mistake. That's a very common one for Chinese and Japanese speakers in particular. Instead of I stay, we say I'll be staying or I will be staying. So I'll be staying for 2 weeks.
I'll be staying for 2 weeks. Officer asks, "Where will you be staying?" I say, "I stay in New York."
Almost. Same issue. I will be staying in New York, but also be more specific if you can. I'll be staying in New York near Central Park.
I'll be staying in New York, near Central Park.
Perfect. You've got it. And now you're going to remember these phrases forever. But before we wrap up, I want to leave you with one final tip.
I'm ready.
If you can, memorize all 3 sentences together as a single statement. When you walk up to the counter, you can even say them all at once when the officer asks the first question, like this. The purpose of my visit is tourism. I'll be staying for 2 weeks. I'm staying at the Hilton in Chicago.
You can say all 3 at once?
Yes, many travelers do this. The officer asks one question and you answer all 3. It saves time and makes you look very organized.
Wow, that's a pro tip.
It is, and it works because the officer was going to ask all 3 anyway. If you answer them all at once, you've just made their job easier.
Okay, I want to try that. The purpose of my visit is tourism. I'll be staying for 2 weeks. I'm staying at the Hilton in Chicago.
Perfect delivery. Natural, confident, complete.
And now I officially feel ready for my next trip.
Here's your takeaway for today. At immigration, don't just answer the question, answer the conversation. Use full sentences. Say the purpose of my visit is. Say I'll be staying for. Say I'm staying at. These 3 phrases will carry you through any immigration counter in the world.
And remember, 1 deep breath before you speak. Eye contact. Full sentences.
You've got this. Thanks for listening to Speak Like a Native. We'll be back tomorrow with another episode. Until then, keep practicing, keep traveling, and keep speaking like a native.
See you next time.